Tuloy na sa Sawalay Thoughts. Hi mga langga! July is almost over, and while I had a blast celebrating my birth month by hiking Mount Fato and Mount Kupapay bare feet, visiting Sagada and Banawi for the second time, hanging out with my friends and receiving gifts, it seems that I'm capping off my birth month with cutting my hair short, even shorter than I did 2 years ago. I've received several comments from friends, coworkers, and of course, my kids. Well, my kids, as adorable as their reactions were, told me I now look like a beautiful man. Not offended though, I've never felt more feminine than I did after they said that. I've had several short haircuts from the past and I know it suits me, but I never thought na what people often call as the boycott would suit me. This is the shortest haircut I've gotten and I absolutely love it. Ini-style ko talaga siya before ako pumunta ng office or before mag-mall kasi super love na love ko siya. However, there are some comments that, though not offensive naman to me at least, sparked my curiosity and made me think of society's perception to women's short hair. And share ko rin yung insight ko about those. So, chill lang kayo. I will make kwento. The very first reaction I got when a colleague saw my short hair was, "Oh, ba't may tomboy dito?" We just laugh it off kasi hindi naman ako tomboy, and even if I am, there's nothing wrong with that. Pero in that instance, I thought na, oo nga pala, long hair has usually been associated with femininity and beauty. 'Di ba dito sa Pilipinas, they would mostly praise women with long black hair. Yung mga nagpapagupit ng super ikli na hair, madalas mapagkakamalan talagang tomboy. And to be honest naman, I'm well aware na kapag maikli buhok ko, mukha po akong lalaki. I just hope na lalaking gwapo. Going back, so yes, short hair has often been seen as less feminine, or you will be labeled as someone who's aggressive. Pero ako, somehow, sa trabaho ko, I am a figure of authority. I drive compliance of our company's policies. So yes, I can be assertive as it needs to be, pero never naman ako naging aggressive. Pero I'm also well aware that there's always something about short hair that screams power. And super nafe-feel ko siya ngayon. And after seeing myself rocking this short hair, I've never felt as feminine than I do now. Ano yung term ng mga Gen Z? May term sila slay. Yun pala yun. I slay. Next, ito yung top reaction talaga I got when people I know see me for the first time after cutting my hair. Sasabihin nila, sinong nanakit sa'yo? Are you moving on from someone or something? May problema ka ba? Andito lang kami. See, while I appreciate my colleagues' concern for my well-being, I also find it funny. Kasi most common perception na talaga is kapag yung babae nagpapagupit or nagpapakulay ng buhok, she's starting to move forward from something that hurt her. May it be a situation or a relationship. Changing of hairstyles kasi is like a ritual of letting go for some people. Parang ano siya, yung tinatawag na symbolic shedding. Inaalis mo yung emotional weight and memories na nakakasakit sa'yo. It's also a way of regaining control. Kasi 'di ba kapag nasaktan tayo, we tend to feel powerless over the hurt. Nanghihina tayo. So, making changes like a haircut is one way to regain control during those kinds of moments. Yung iba nga nagpapatattoo pa, 'di ba? Minsan it also represents making or marking a new chapter in your life. It's about starting afresh and strengthening your sense of new self. O, di ba, bongga? Ako naman, all I was trying to do was remove the dry ends of my previously long hair. And also, cut my hair prep time in half. Yes, medyo may katamaran po ako dun sa part na yon. Gusto ko lang din matest kung anong itsura ko sa haircut na to. And yes, uulitin ko. Kasi proud ako. Bagay siya sa akin. A lot of my female colleagues said na they can never pull this kind of haircut and they're not as brave as I was. But, well, for me, suggestion ko lang, diba? They'll never know unless they try. So, obvious naman, sa mga remarks ko, I've got some takeaways. Hindi lang some, a lot of takeaways from writing this episode. It's actually kind of huge pala. Cutting your hair. Ngayon ko lang na-realize. At my age, 32 na ako, it's huge pala talaga. Of course, I have the freedom to do what I want with my hair. But, I can never control how others may interpret that decision. Wala naman problema sa akin mag-assume sila na tomboy ako kasi kilala ko ang sarili ko and kilala ng mga mahal ko sa buhay ang totoong ako, and that's what truly matters. My short hair doesn't come from pain or rebellion. It's a decision rooted in comfort and autonomy. Ano pa? In addition to that, it's common knowledge naman that society has always dictated how women should look and act. Parang society has this rule book that they keep shoving down our throats. And sa mga friends ko na nakikinig nito, they've known me for so long. And I'm the type of woman who does not associate my hair with my femininity. And while I respect the people who prefer their hair long, I believe, ako lang naman, I believe that my femininity is not tied to the length of my hair or the way I dress. Femininity is a state of mind. So, to all the girlies out there who has been flirting with the idea of getting a big chop, sa totoo lang, our hair does not owe anyone an entire catalog of explanation. But, it deserves a podcast episode. And that's empowerment. Padayon, mga langga. Ayan, salamat sa pagkikinig sa episode na to. Follow me on Instagram at Sawelay Thoughts and leave your comments there or sa Q&A portion ng episode na to. You may also follow this podcast to stay updated sa mga latest episodes. Ito po muli ang babaeng madaldal na walang makausap, daldal again next time, dito sa Sawelay Thoughts.